Welcome back to Weather Wonders. I'm Joy Bettenhausen. Well, we have another student question. This one comes from Appleton Parkersburg Middle School. Let's take a listen.
How do you know if a high or low pressure system is coming from miles away?
Well, if you missed it, that student asked, how do you know if a high or low pressure system is coming from miles away? We have to look at the air pressure within the atmosphere and just how it is detected. Let's first start with that air pressure, and that has to deal with the molecules of the atmosphere. That's actually what the air is made up of. And so you have a lot of molecules striking a surface. Now, the force exerted from that strike is pressure. Adding molecules or heat will increase the pressure, and subtracting them or taking away the heat will decrease the pressure. High pressure system adds more air or mass to the surface due to the sinking air from above, and low pressure systems take away air or mass at the surface and cause it to rise up high in the atmosphere, thus decreasing the pressure at the surface. Now, if you'd like to learn more about high and low pressures and the weather they're associated with, we covered that last week. All you have to do is head over to Schnack's weather blog at kwwl.com. But let's talk about how do we detect pressure. Pressure can be measured in inches of mercury and millibars. Standard pressure at sea level is about 29.92 inches of mercury or 1013.25 millibars. Now, barometers are used to measure pressure in inches of mercury, from which meteorologists can use this data to predict what will happen in the coming hours for a specific area. Now, the barometer was first developed by Evangelista Torricelli in the 1600s. It consists of a 35-inch tube filled with mercury that's also submerged in a dish filled with mercury. The substance in the tube will sink to about 30 inches of mercury, leaving a vacuum of air at the top. A 35-inch ruler is attached to the barometer, placed next to it for measurement, and mercury is used because it's a lot denser than water. If you used water, you would need a very large tube. Now, changes in atmospheric pressure will cause the mercury to either rise or fall at the top of the tube. High pressure pushes down on the mercury of the dish, causing that air pressure to rise and causing that mercury to rise. Lower pressure will cause that mercury to sink. Now, there are two barometers you could make at home. Really cool, very interesting, and very easy to use with some of those household items. All you have to do is head over to Schnack's weather blog at kwwl.com. You can find all that information there. And of course, if you do make one, please send us a photo. We'll be right back.